On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Are women capable? Capable. It doesn't say, is that the case most of the time? It doesn't say anything like that. It says, are women capable? That means, can they?
Hello, motherfucker.
Yes, they can. You're talking about something completely different.
No.
Now, we might, yes, because we might be able to agree if we're saying, like, typically men make more because typically men make more in general. But the question is, are women capable? That means, is it possible? Can they love a man just for him and not what he can provide? Absolutely, that is possible.
If it was capable, we wouldn't be putting these men in a friend zone. If it was capable, more women would be getting married to regular men instead of wanting the alpha top dog 10% of men. If we were capable, we would be in a whole lot better situation than we are now. So we have to understand a woman's nature. And if we are naturally hypergamous, which means what you do, how you provide matters, and that's how I'm going to love you.
Again, welcome to Lapeef, Let's Talk. Get the likes up. Make sure you subscribe. Banana split was the last topic. We're going to move it on to the next topic, which is, are women capable of loving a man just for him and not what he can provide? Are women capable of loving a man just for him and not what he can provide? I'm going to start with you, Kay.
Yes, absolutely. Women are capable of that. I mean, there's all types of relationships that people have. And if we're talking about maybe financial or material provision, we know for a fact that women will get with a man that can't provide those things. And even if we're talking about emotional and mental safety, women absolutely love men that don't even treat them well in that aspect. So yes, women absolutely can love a man not having anything to do with what he provides.
Absolutely not. No. Women are hypergamous. They look for a come up. They do. It's in our nature, whether if you want to admit it or not. And the men that are not providing, that might have a woman because she can't get anybody else, she's disrespecting him.
So you don't think any woman who is with a man, since we're talking about hypergamy, you don't think any woman that's with a man that maybe makes less money or whatever can love him? You don't think that can happen?
She's not going to respect him.
No,
that's why a majority of women want to marry someone that makes more.
The question is loving a man. So can she love him? That's what the question is.
Well, that's what you're asking. And what I'm saying,
at the bottom, it says, are women capable of loving a man just for him and not what he can provide?
Okay. So no, not loving, not respecting. No, because she doesn't want to be with him. I'm gonna love someone I don't want to be with.
So you know what? I don't know if you can speak for all women in that aspect.
I'm speaking for majority. That's why a whole lot of marriages get broken up because of financial reasons. That's why I see a whole lot of women leaving their husbands. They lose their job, and they leave.
Okay, when you have an opinion on something, what are you referring to? Are you speaking to the anomalies? Are you speaking about the majority? When you have a stance on anything, what is your stance referring to?
Her feelings.
So in regards to this, I'm thinking just about the fact that I know that there are plenty of women that are in love with men who make less money than them. Or there are plenty of women the same way you know.
I look at stats. I see why people get divorced. I ask women when they get divorced why. So I'm not going off my feelings.
I'm not going off my feelings either. It says, are women capable? Capable. It doesn't say, is that the case most of the time? It doesn't say anything like that. It says, are women capable? That means, can they?
Hello, motherfucker.
Yes, they can. You're talking about something completely different.
No.
Now we might, yes, because we might be able to agree if we're saying like typically men make more because typically men make more in general. But the question is, are women capable? That means, is it possible? Can they love a man just for him and not what he can provide? Absolutely, that is possible.
If it was capable, we wouldn't be putting these men in a friend zone. If it was capable, more women would be getting married to regular men instead of wanting the alpha top dog 10% of men. If we were capable, we would be in a whole lot better situation than we are now. So we have to understand a woman's nature. And if we are naturally hypergamous, which means what you do, how you provide matters, and that's how I'm going to love you.
Do you know what capable means?
I definitely do, okay.
Okay, so are they capable? You think that every woman on earth is unable to love a man unless he makes more money than her? That's what you're saying?
Okay, I didn't say that. So don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say every woman. I said majority. I didn't say every. So let's quit doing absolutes.
So then if you know what capable means, it doesn't matter what the majority does. Capable means somebody can do it. That's what capable means.
The majority of women are not capable of loving a man because they have it's naturally built in us to be hypergamous, to want someone to provide, and that's how we love them. And if they can't provide, we leave them.
I understand, but that's not the question.
I want to get Danielle's perspective. Are women capable of loving a man just for him and not what he can provide?
I think it's very rare. And I think that when it happens, a lot of times it's temporary and the woman will hurt that man bad afterwards, destroy his confidence, take him down, just his ego and all of that. I think it's bad for men usually when they're not providing much and a woman claims that she loves him. Usually that doesn't end well for the man specifically. I think most of the time when women are thinking of situations where they can picture loving a man that's not providing anything for them, they're picturing the man providing them with emotional needs. The problem is that will not last until the next man that can provide those same emotional needs, but can also provide $1 more than your dude, she's going to go with him. Like, that's just how women are most of the time. So I don't know. I don't think so. That's my perspective.
Wait, so you think that a woman is... So wait, Danielle, please, I got to ask this. So you think that, like, let's say you're married, right? I think I heard you mention. Okay, mm-hmm. So if a man that could provide $1 more than your husband came along, you would leave him?
No, what I'm saying is that, let me give an example. So I consider my husband, when I married him, to be what Kevin Samuels deems a Henry, right? He had high earning potential, but was driving Uber. Okay. I loved my husband. But when we got married, he was still working in that same level, and I got pregnant, and we had a very hard come to Jesus moment where I said, I'm not working anymore. And
did you love him?
Of course I loved him, but at the same time, it was a moment where love becomes a choice, right? So I had to know that my husband loved me enough in his own sense to choose to become the breadwinner in our relationship. And I was going to choose to continue to love him in the same way. Love is not unconditional. It's conditional. So it evolves in real life marriages where you come to a head and y'all both have to decide, are we going to choose to love each other right now? And that means, are we going to choose to step up in our roles, in our masculine and our feminine, to make our lifestyle healthy and effective? And when my husband decided to do that, he flourished amazingly. And our marriage got 10 times better. But he really was upset at first. He was a modern man. And he had to make the decision. And I was in tears. It took a moment where I got sick in my car on the way to work, and I almost veered off the side of the road because of it. And I told him, do you want me in this position? You know what I mean? Is that love? So if I'm going to stay in my feminine, you need to step up and become a better provider. And that was how we chose to love each other moving forward. It was necessary.
Danielle preaching.
I think I mean, that story was really great. I definitely understand what you're saying, for sure. The question was, are women capable of loving a man for him and not what he can provide? And the fact that you loved your man before he was providing things for you says that the answer to that question is yes.
Well, like I said, it's temporary. It wasn't going to last if it wasn't going to change. And that's how a lot of marriages end up. And that's why a lot of women end up leaving their relationships, unfortunately. They're not, we don't go into these relationships having these hard conversations. We're all modern minded. I was a modern man, he was a modern woman. We had to change that stuff.